Hello everybody, welcome back to some Spyro the Dragon. Wait a minute. You know what? Use this power-up. Maybe this is a power-up and not me leaving the level? Do we think that's a thing? Let me see. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. It is great to see you as always. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Now, I don't think I can fly. I have to kill the guys on the flagpoles. Where are they? Up there, maybe? Yeah. I think that's what we gotta do. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's those guys. Okay. The dudes on the carpets. I see. Okay, I thought I was at the end of the level. Y'all, I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. We are trying to finish a mission. I didn't actually check to see if the audio was good, so... I just hope it's good. Who knows? Who knows what's happening right now? Maybe the audio's awesome. Maybe it sucks. That's a shame, and I wish I remembered, but, you know, oh well. Anyway, now we know we can look up and shoot, too. A lot of these, you know, these things we know we can do. Okay, he's dead. Good. Wait, what?
So, you want that flag?
Avoid the flag keeper's bombs. Return the flag to handle. Okay. This sucks. Hopefully it's not like chasing him around. Hopefully it's just I walk on the predisposed course. And then that's it. Okay, and I hit his bomb. God damn it.
All right, then.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, I think it's a predisposed course. I just have to avoid the green things. I have to do this three times if I did it the first time, and I have not. See, this is something I really despise about platformer games. This I don't like, because it's like now we have to just do the same. God, fuck! We have to do the same thing over and over again. You know, it's almost as bad. The worst thing is waiting on rails, you know, when, like, you're in a Mario castle and you have to sit on, like, a thing and just wait forever. That's the worst, but this is about as bad as it gets. This is almost like being on rails, because you can't go kill him. You have to just wait for him to be done and avoid his stupid attacks. And so the guy will fly up to the kid, maybe? Yep. I mean... See, this is so stupid. There's still 2 flags out there. Yeah, there are, but also, like... I don't know. Do I have to follow them around again just like that last one? That's awful. Alright, there's that guy. Get in... Wait. Oh, my God. I was pushing the wrong thing. Alright, there he is.
Still after my flags, dragon?
Yes. Carpet guy? I don't know what to call him. They used to do this shit a lot back in the day. Oh. Like, we'd be on some Middle Eastern level and they'd have just some crazy, you know, just stereotypical nonsense. This guy's on a carpet. He's got a turban on with a jewel in the center. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? They did this in Banjo-Kazooie also, I think, in that temple. It's just like, I don't know.
You're so close, Spyro.
the 90s and early 2000s were a wild time. I always feel like that's what I like about movies back in the day. Like, you know, I know there was some stuff that's very questionable and it's uncomfortable for a lot of people. And it definitely is uncomfortable, you know, to look back on. Like, I don't doubt that. But I also think it's pretty time capsule and pretty interesting as well. You know, I don't want to discredit how, like, interesting the actual times were, too. Okay, come on. I didn't want to miss accidentally. Alright, here we go.
You won't get my last flag so easily, Purple.
Yeah, so, like, you know, oh, I can't go a series without talking about James Bond. But there's a lot of, like, James Bond, you know, 60s and 70s especially, and a lot of 80s James Bond, really, where there's just, you know, tons of, like, stereotypical stuff, and it's, like, in the moment now, like, it's very, like, either sexist or racist or uncomfortable or everything. And I think, really, the whole franchise has been kind of sexist in general, so I'm not a huge fan of that, but I do... there's the problem with Bond movies is there's so many layers to them, you know, where it's like the adventure, the you know, there's people that like the Playboy aspect of it, there's people that like the like man on a mission kind of superhero, the spy stuff, you know. I think there's a lot of comfort, a lot of spy stuff, a lot of, like, you know, I like him to look like almost superhuman, like I like that a lot. But yeah, the, you know, the Playboy stuff I couldn't care less about. The confidence stuff, I like the confidence, that always gives me a little boost, but I don't like the you know, the sexism and stuff like that, because it is very tough to, you know, watch some of that stuff. However, like, it's a time capsule thing again, you know, like, it's one of those things you have to watch and just remember it's in the moment, you know. A lot of old movies are like that, though. A lot of old music, a lot of old movies, and you know, you just appreciate the art for the art. And, you know, we're looking at things today, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that, you know, we look back on and go, oh, that's horrible, that's embarrassing, that's cringy. I mean, times have already started changing again this decade, and it's like, all right, you know, now we're going in a different direction, and you know, you just got to kind of be aware of that stuff. I think as long as it's not like a straight up intentional destruction of somebody. Okay, thank you. You know, I think you're at least defendable in some way, but there's some people that just don't care. There's some people that just say, like, no, you know, just say whatever we want, do whatever we want, we don't care if we offend or upset. And it's like, well, yeah, okay, but then if people are offended, you're mad, even though you just said you don't care if you offend. So I don't know, it wasn't like that back in the day, you know. Like I say, a product of the times, but I still understand how it can be uncomfortable, because like I say, some of the stuff I see, even in things I like shows and movies and cartoons and shit, like, it's very uncomfortable. Oh, okay. But I do like that, like, old-timey time capsule kind of feel. I always have, and I always will. I just like, I don't know, nostalgia is a huge thing for me, you know? So it's you take the good with the bad, and there's a lot of good with a lot of bad, nostalgia-wise, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like getting political or anything like that, and I don't care what anybody thinks either way. But, you know.
Spyro, you make a great secret agent. Now Handel and I can complete our mission.
Okay.
By the way, you can have this talisman.
Not the
I stole it when
talisman.
the soldiers went look.
Thanks, kid. Oh, that's actually a pretty sick talisman. Pretty sick talisman. Oh, look at that. So we just completed the whole freaking level, and yeah, completed the whole level, and wow. Yeah, we wouldn't even have had the way out otherwise. Okay. What did I miss here? I missed something, obviously. Huh. Well, that is something. Also, just a heads up, the reason I don't do, like, political stuff or really give any opinions outside of games and things like that is because this is not, in my opinion, something that people need to be watching for that kind of stuff. It's a place where people can get away from that kind of stuff. Everybody has their own opinions about things. Everybody has their own views on things, and that's what makes life life. You know what I mean? That's what makes everything very special. But you got to have a place to get away from it all. So no matter what I think, it shouldn't have any bearing over what you guys think, and say, you know, vice versa. I hate when any kind of influencer starts telling people how to think or vote or any of that stuff, you know, or what to do. You know, start telling people who to support, who to cancel, and who to not. It's just like, dude, keep making content, you know? I'm not there for that.
Well, hello there, Mr. Dragon.
Hello there, Mr. Dragon.
Cute for a quadruped. I wish I could take you on a tour of our temple, but a bunch of lousy earth shapers have encased it in stone.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people think, or at least they used to think, that people that don't take a stance on things are like weak people or people that don't, you know, have opinions or are too afraid to take. It's like, it's not that at all. In fact, I think it's the opposite, just because, you know, if you wanted to just state whatever was a popular opinion at the time and, you know, ride that clout wave, okay, what the hell was that? You know, you could do that easily, make a couple of videos on, oh, this is bad, this is good, this, you know. But it's like, nah, just stick to your fucking lane. You know, I don't need my mechanic coming up to me while he's fixing my car that I don't really have anymore and tell me, like, oh, yeah, you should, you know, do this or that. And, you know, that happens all the time when we're in public and we're at a bar or, you know, somebody's just making small talk, quote unquote, when really it's just like, you know, forcing opinions down someone's throat. And I'm just like, dude, oh, there we go. I don't need that, you know? I want to just get on with my day. And I feel like that's how it should be on the internet, too, you know? Just, if I'm making Let's Play videos, that's what this is about. I don't need to take a stand on anything. Unless it's something game-related or community-related or something like that, you know? But, yeah. You know, who the hell am I to tell you what you need to vote for and not vote for, or what to think and not think, or this or that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's got to be a place to just get away from all that nonsense. You have to get away from that. Otherwise, it's just too much, you know? It's like the people that wake up and immediately post negative stuff on social media. You know, people that are upset. Like, I understand things can be tough. Things are very tough for me. Things are very tough for a lot of people. But in our own way, in our own world. You know, the last thing I need to do is wake up and post something depressing every day. Just to start the day off. Like, oh, more bad news, more this or that. It's like, you're not doing anything other than just starting the day off on the wrong foot. I mean, like, dead serious. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish that way, but it drives me crazy. And, you know, I have friends that are like that, and I'm just like, dude, there's got to be a way away from this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't know if people genuinely think they're trying to do, like, a service or trying to help out or spread information, but it's like, yo, if I wake up and you're just posting something very depressing on your feed, I mean, how is that a way to start your day? How's that a way to start anybody's day? How many people look at that and go, hey, thank you so much for this. I'm so glad that you started my day off the wrong way. You know, I don't know. I don't get it. Makes me want to start posting just positive shit, you know? Because I don't really post anything other than what I'm doing, what I'm working on, giving information for my, you know, content, what I'm creating and stuff. I always feel so douchey when I say content, but I mean, that's what it is, but it's like, it's more than that. It's more than just a freaking package that I put together and put out there. Like, you know, I want it to be something, you know? Everybody wants to be something. There's a lot of buzzwords out there that just bother the hell out of me. I'm going on like a crazy rant, apparently. I don't know why. But, yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. Sorry for the rant episode, but like I say, I want this to be a very safe, chill place to be, and, you know, that should never be something that's in jeopardy ever. Plus, you all help make it a safe, wonderful spot, too, you know, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. It'd be crazy for me to come up here and start, you know, being divisive and starting to say stuff and being negative and stuff like that when we got so many good people that are actively trying to make this an amazing place, too. It's a slap in all y'all's faces, you know? Having some bacon. Alright. Got that. We'll burn a couple more trees and bushes. Wow. That was pretty close. And then, we'll pick this up next time. Oh, nice hiccup. One hiccup guy. I'm a 2 sneeze guy and a 1 hiccup guy, and I don't understand why. Here she is again.
Dragon, perhaps you can help.
Oh, never mind. This is somebody else. Spinner the Fawn? What the hell?
Do you know how hard it is to find a locksmith at this time of night?
Do y'all know what a spinner is? Don't look it up if you do. Or don't. What the hell? I shouldn't have said anything. Anyway. Break down the door. Gotcha. We'll break down the door next time, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being my friends. I will see you all in the next one. Please stay well. Stay happy. Stay healthy. And, yeah, just take care of yourselves, y'all. I love you, and I will see you next time.